Welcome back to Common Sense Radio. This is your fellow comrades, Ken and Dan, celebrating the transformation of the greatest nation into an abomination. We pledge allegiance to the Bill of the United People of the American Continent and to the democracy for which it stands, one nation under one man. Oh, give us liberty, the great one who needs no justification, as set forth through the legislation of one massive bill. Our phone lines are opened. They're not tapped. Give us a call. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Eh? Hello, welcome to Common Sense Radio. Comrade, who is this?
Good afternoon, comrades. This is Mike in Hazel Park, Michigan.
Hi, Mike.
Got a question for you guys.
Sure.
By the way, great show. I love listening to you guys every Saturday at noon there.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, Ken, to drive a car, why do we need car insurance? If I bump my car, I'd probably fix it myself.
Because of Keith Hunt sitting in the district court over there in Hazel Park. And every other district court judge who sits in the bench under the color of law and allows the state to prosecute improperly a docketed complaint for the violation of the Motor Vehicle Code, because the Motor Vehicle Code does have a proper place in law. The state does have the police powers to properly regulate a common carrier for carriage. Carriage is the commercial utility of the highways and byways for profit. The problem is that they've convinced Americans over the past 110 years, you need permission of the state to move an automobile. You don't need the permission of the state to move the automobile. You have to have the affordability to have the automobile. But what they did in 1905 in Michigan, Ford, is they slowly corrupted the administrative due process of law under the color of law. They usurped our liberties by imposing inequity, which is the District Court of Michigan, and prior to that was Justice of the Peace, a prosecution of an event that never occurred. Now, you are correct. If you have an automobile, you have to be accountable for its usage. But to command us to subordinate our God-given rights under the color of a regulatory program is an abomination. Or is it abomination?
I think it might be an abomination.
Yeah.
But the problem is they don't educate our children. They don't educate us. They indoctrinate us to bow down to the state. And this is what's wrong in Michigan today. Look what it's given us, the highest unemployment rate in our history since the Great Depression.
Everyone's looking at us.
A unionized bureaucracy that pillages the corporations, that pillages the state treasury, and politicians that cater to that legislative plunder. Look at Governor Gramholm. Wasn't last week Meatless Saturday? That's a slap in the face of the second largest industry in Michigan, farming,
and I got
agriculture.
Sick out of that because I ate 5 hamburgers for breakfast. It's on YouTube. It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, you have to, we in Michigan and throughout America need to sit down and read the laws of our state and understand how these state legislatures don't read the bills they enact. Now, the state constitution, Article 24 off the top of my head, says they shall read the bills on the floors of the House. Read, not read the title of the bill, but read the bills. They mock that because in the House they created a rule that says they can read the title of the bill twice. In the third reading, if nobody objects to reading the title, they'll read the title. That's not reading the bill. Now here at the federal level, this ludicrous House Resolution 3590 as amended under the Reconciliation Act, not one federal senator, not even the President of the United States has read that bill. And it's a destructive bill because they don't care about our health. In fact, they just want us to work for 30 years so they can tax us. Now, Gene Simmons of KISS was on Megyn Kelly's Fox television show the other day, and he made a point. He says he's made a great fortune in this country, and he happens to be an immigrant from Israel. He's a naturalized U.S. citizen. And he says, I paid 45 cents on the dollar to accumulate my fortune in state and federal taxes. And when I die, they want me to pay 55 cents on the remaining estate, which is 100% taxation, folks, 110% taxation. So that's confiscation of wealth. That's communism. And this is our problem today. We need to wake up. And Mike in Hazel Park, we appreciate your call, and please call again.
Did he answer your question? Because I'm on drugs, and it went over my head.
Well, it's the thing is, I mean, is there a choice to participate, really? And I mean, all these insurance schemes, they're trying to control our purse strings and therefore trying to control us in our everyday life decisions.
Well, you have to go to the ballot box. You've got to vote these corrupted politicians out of office at every level, at the township level, at the municipal level, at the state level, and at the judiciary level. The judges in this state are elected, and we need to change the state constitution and take away this second-class citizen who we've all become. For according to the state constitution, you can't sit as Keith Hunt as a judge unless you have a degree from an accredited law school, and these law schools are not instructing constitutional law. They're instructing in public policy, which is the corruption of the Constitution at the state and federal level. We need to scrap the 1963 state constitution of Michigan. As far as I'm concerned, we should go back to the 1835 document and start from there.
Yeah.
This is Common Sense Radio, Mike. We're glad you called in.